speaker. Fuck it. Let's do this. All right.
Tell me how you really feel, bro.
Oh yeah, you could hear the shit because you obviously were hearing that dude. Speaker. Fuck it. Let's do this.
Don't torture me through that again, please. I have to change my mentality right now. I'm fucking fired up, bro. Yeah. And what's worse about being fired up is I couldn't let that guy know I was fired up, so I'm fucking biting it.
Private videos. This shit's private. This ain't private. I did public. What the fuck? Hey, go to the YouTube channel and see if you can see it.
Send me a link.
Because it's just go to the YouTube channel, just youtube.com/theaftershowbut later, or whatever the fuck it is. Because right now it's trying to tell me it's a private link, but I'm pretty sure I did public.
It says live.
It says live?
It's number 216.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, you could see it. Okay. I don't know why it's being weird. The After Show But Later podcast.
So did you put it? Is it on Patreon? Oh, that's a Patreon. All right.
Let me see.
Yeah, we're live, bro. I gotta mute this shit now.
Okay, cool.
How do I mute this one? There we go.
Oh,
we should be the After Show, but longer, bro.
Okay, there's the chat. Okay, cool. All right, I see it now. All right.
That's what I'm gonna do. You little fucking man whore.
Reinhardt's already in here.
Riney, what's up,
Riney? And we haven't even gotten started, Doug.
Yeah, Ryan's.
Doug, I got so much shit this week. I'm not even lying.
You trust me. I got a Home Depot story to start off with.
You got a Home Depot story? All right, cool.
I got a lot of shit, bro. Rich, I got the best shit ever. I got Rich Davis said the smoke. I cannot believe the words that came out. I was in such total shock. Like, you know how we always say he doesn't get it?
Yeah.
You know what you already know because you were in the chat today.
Yeah, and freaking I even heard him call you out. I even heard him be like, El Cucuy is so wrong, or whatever the fuck. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I just remember. So let me know when you want to get started and we'll jump into this. People are slowly jumping in right now.
Hold on real quick. It's I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Well, let me do the little intro. Tell me if you can hear bass line and how does he sound? Too loud? Just fine. Perfect.
Let me turn off. Let me do so. Let me turn off these sounds because you know what? I got this stupid fucking what's the action button?
Yeah. You know what, Doug? I think I might buy one of those pot tracks that you have. That pot track 4.
Oh, I love it, bro.
I wanna look because okay, what Covino and Rich use is a Rodecaster, right? 2. It's the Rodecaster Pro 2. What up, Luis?
Lou Diggity Dog.
Doug, they made a smaller version, but it's still like $500.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Rodecaster Duo. So it has all the same shit, but for 2 microphones instead of 4, right? Yeah. Everything else is the same. But I'm like, you know what? I might wait and see if they come because you have the pot track 4.
Mm-hmm.
I might see if they come out, like when they're going to come out with the pot track 5, because I might wait.
Okay.
Or get your, like, as soon as the new one comes out, either get that one or get this one discounted because they'll lower the price on this one, you know?
Right.
Because I think you got it for what, like $2 or $250 or something?
I think they went up now, but yeah, it was 2 cuts when I bought it.
No, it's actually cheaper now.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it because I was looking at them. I was doing a whole bunch of research and shit. And I was actually talking to Spot about them, and he was giving me some different information. And yeah, so they've gone down in price.
Were there any phases involved to it?
Nah. Spot, he's cool, you know. He's still a homie.
No, he's a homie.
He's still a homie.
No, he is the homie.
But anyway,
he's just the homie that's into different stuff.
Yeah, you know.
It's okay.
Like I am. I'm a homie that's into different stuff. You know, I like different kind of music that you don't dig. Um,
That's all
oh, and
right.
there's a good conversation that came up that I want to talk to you about because I'm like, I think I know exactly how it went for El Cucuy, but I don't know. You're a father, so it might have gone different than I'm thinking. But anyway, let's get this shit started. Lou Dog's here.
Let's do it.
Hey, I
I'm
got your
sending out
text
link. I'm sending
messages.
out links to every motherfucker I know right now. So we'll
All right.
see.
Lou Dog, I got your text and shit. I haven't been able to read them. I saw it said something about Kill Tony, but I was trying to get Kennedy fucking situated and everything. So we don't have any interruptions. So here we are, everybody. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? It's the after show, but later it's your boys D. It's El Cucuy. El Cucuy, say what's up.
What's up? What's up, people?
We're over here for
Talk to me. I talk back.
episode number 216 here, and we are
You know,
live on a Thursday night. But if you're listening to this in your future, dude, it's probably Sunday wherever you are. So here we are about to bring you a lot of shit. I have so much shit on my list. I was so excited to get started today. So
Oh, me
here we
too.
are, episode number 216, and let's go ahead and bring in Baseline Trey so we don't waste any more time. Let's go. Baseline, let's go, dog.
Baseline.
On the road to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens and come and spend a day in the 757.
We got Bobby Tipton in the house. What up,
Yeah.
Bobby?
What up, Bobby?
We got Bobby Tipton in the house. We got Lou Dog. We got Reinhardt.
Hey, I got a question for you. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
What's up? What's up?
Have you ever knew a father-son combination
Like
where
Tip Dog and Bobby?
I wasn't even gonna say that, but where the son actually started to become cooler?
Dang. All right, we're not talking about them, but
No.
a father-son,
And the father's still your homie. Don't get me wrong, but like, let me take that back.
Yeah. Let me hear.
Let me rephrase it. Let me respit it for you.
Please do.
How about even brothers? Forget the father son, but let's just say brothers. Where like you have more in common all of a sudden with one than the other. Like maybe you and one person always had a shitload of stuff in common, and then now like you and the brother have it all in common.
Oh, like the family members, right?
Like anything. You ever hung out with people like that where like all of a sudden, you know, you and one person got along hella good,
100%.
but like, you know,
100%.
and then all of a sudden
I'll give you a
just
perfect
totally
example.
get along better with the other one. Yeah, give me an example.
I have somebody who was one of, I wouldn't say is, you know, one of my best friends in the whole world, but we don't talk as much, you know, these days. I'm a lot closer with the sister, and I've known both of them for over 20 years, you know.
Okay.
So well, actually, fuck, dog, closer to like maybe 28 years I've known them. So
Really?
I've known her. She's only like in her early 30s. She's like 32 or something.
I've almost known Bobby Tipton that long. You know why I haven't known him that long? Because he's not that old yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, dog, think about it. Because I've known, let me see, I've known her since she was in kindergarten. So
Okay.
me and her brother were homies, right? And I've known her since she was in kindergarten. So
did you guys fight pencils?
No, we didn't. Oh, pencils. Yeah. We did that.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about some phase 3 shit. I was like, nah.
No.
I was like, I thought it was some kind of joke that you were trying to pull on me, dog.
Pencil fighting. I was the king at pencil fighting.
Oh, hell yeah. No.
But if you've known someone since kindergarten, you guys have pencil fought before. You've had to.
Yeah, no, dog. Did you ever have the pencils where you throw them up and make them get stuck in the roof?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dog.
You know, how about this? We go get those fat ass McDonald's straws. You know, the McDonald's straws are way fatter.
Yeah.
And just blast people with spitballs all day in class.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't done that in a minute, dog.
We were blasting them, bro. You get these big old fucking, hey, out the McDonald's straw, that shit could hurt.
Dog, I have a question. And okay. This isn't trying to, I'm not trying to bag on him because you might. People listening might.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Hey, don't drag me into this shit. I don't even know what you're talking about yet. And I'm already going to bag on them, but you're probably right.
But how? I just have a question. I'm not going to say a name. From the Covino and Rich show, we have Covino, Rich, and Spot, 3 people, right?
Yeah.
One of them watches an excessive amount of television.
Yeah, they do.
I want to know how they watch that much TV.
I got a side question with that.
Okay.
How come it's so much TV? I mean, doesn't the average guy nowadays, doesn't that balance out? Like maybe you used to watch 2 or 3 hours of TV a day, and now you're down to like 30 minutes to an hour, but you spend the other 2 online watching TikTok or YouTube videos.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying, dog, is that okay, there's besides like live sports, yeah, I'll watch live sports, but this fool's watching like freaking like Hallmark movies and stuff where I'm like, dog, for real? I just it trips me out because I'm like, I think and this could be with anything. So,
Hey, hey,
this
bro,
is
what's
just
going on in the comments? Since we're talking about watching something, what's that comment?
better watch this in the house. Better watch this. I watch a grip of TV. I don't have social, Luis said.
Right? Really?
He said, I don't want, he said, Doug, I just
But
love
like,
that
you don't even have a TikTok that you just browse shit.
Doug.
I feel like everyone should have a TikTok right now. No?
You know, it's funny, Doug. I'm not real active on social. Like,
oh, that's B Riles. Okay, B Riles is in the house.
All right. I'm not real active. Like, hey, today I had a fucking bowl of cereal or whatever, or hey, having a shitty day or whatever.
Okay.
But I am active as far as like I do check out, TikTok pretty often. I had fallen off it for a minute, and the last couple of days, dog, I've been going hard on that shit. So
most of my algorithm is just funny shit. Mito
yeah.
always sends me funny shit in Spanish, so that cracks me up. And fucking and then I'm always just watching other people on there and shit or whatnot. See, Bobby, he watches TikTok. Hey, I'll be on. Okay, check it out. How about this? And I'll tell you why I'm on social media. Ask Bobby's pops if I make a mean ass garlic aioli. We go. I told you we go to the barbecue spot now. We're getting these steaks, red oak wood. Gave you the whole background on that, right? One of the things that they fucking make that's hella fire is they make these artichoke hearts and they finish them on that red oak grill.
Doug, you know
how
what?
do you think I got the garlic aioli? I didn't call my mama, my mima, right? Yeah. I didn't call Auntie fucking Susie or Sharon or Beatrice. I went to TikTok. I got that recipe off of TikTok. And guess what? I went back to TikTok yesterday to get the same recipe. Couldn't find it in the heat of the moment. So guess what I did?
What's up?
I got a different one off TikTok. And that shit was fire. So for me, TikTok is it's not, I don't just look at TikTok as social media.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of very informative stuff on there. And I wouldn't close myself off to information that can better my life ever. But I definitely could see trying to avoid the nonsense because I haven't had a Facebook since 2016. So I definitely see where Luis is coming from because that's too much, bro. I don't care about Trump and I don't care about your religion and I don't care about, so-and-so ripped you off and how could a friend not be a friend and your 400 fucking page essay on why your wife shouldn't leave you. I don't give a fuck. If you have to write that and put it on TikTok.
Should I just go? Or
what?
Nothing. You're fucking on one right now, Doug.
Well, I am, bro. I don't know. Go for
it. No, I was gonna say two things.
That's how I feel, fucker. I just don't call you out for your shit, but go ahead. Trust me, I felt like that last show, the show before that, the one before that. So.
You want to talk about that? Okay.
I figure I got to get it in. This might not be the last time I talk until minute 6.
Hey, and then from minute 6 to minute 12, you could fucking talk. All right, so Doug, check this shit out. Andrew Sims says. He goes, I think they stay up until 1 a.m. watching TV. That's why they're always late. Dog, think about like today in the fucking chat.
Rich is always late.
Exactly. Well, think about it. As far as like.
And just think about that. I'm going to cut in real quick. That's the weakest shit in the world when you're late and it's at your house.
That's what Spot said in the morning when they started the show. Spot goes, how are you going to be fucking late to your own when you live in the fucking studio? It's your own fucking house. Right. And so Spot, I think they're both getting irritated with him being late.
I think it's very obvious in his preparation and his attention to detail and being on time that it's just not his priority. Patreon, and we still like Rich, but it's starting to feel like, it's almost like he doesn't want to be there. When you do that shit, it makes the listener feel like you don't want to be there.
You know what? And that's right. Reinhardt says the same shit. He put Rich is late because he doesn't care. And it's true. He's like, fucking, I'll get there when I get there. And that is kind of fucked up. It's a little fucked up because like I just think of whenever I'm in a lot of fucking Zoom meetings. I was in one the other day. I told you one fucking Luis.
You're on one now. Shit.
I was in one with the fucking some dude that he was like spent like let me see. He spent like a year in the fucking NFL, mostly practice squad and shit, but he did see the actual fucking field for a few times. But you know, a lot of times people say in those meetings, all right, let's try to dip out early. If we can wrap this meeting up, just because we have an hour allocated, let's don't spend the whole hour if we don't need it, because we want to be respectful of people's time. You hear that a lot in Zoom meetings, right? And
Yep.
and Rich is like, fuck it. We tell them we start at 9, but we start when we start. Like, it's just like, fuck, man. It's just, to me, I'm like, would he do that shit with Fox Sports? No. So why does he give us people that are paying him directly a fucking shittier service?
Bro,
I
I
think
just
that's kind
had
of fucked
Home
up.
Depot at my house giving me a window estimate on a whole house windows, and I had to kick this fucker out because he took 2 hours to give me a quote for 8 fucking windows, and I didn't want to be late to Pisano's barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't. I got there on time because I told this fucker I got to go.
No, like, look, Green Optimist said he goes, I've been laid up for almost 2 months. He just had surgery and shit, dog, and he doesn't watch as much TV as them. But you know what though, dog? It's cool if you do, like, say you do and you fucking dig it. That's your shit. Cool. It's hard for me to find that amount of time to watch shit. I don't know. It's
Well,
a
bro,
trip.
you're always at band camp or fucking church camp or what's
Yeah.
the other one? Beauty camp, or you got all kind of fucking obligation. You can't watch as much TV as Rich. There ain't no way.
Yeah. But no, but it trips me out, Doug, because even though I have all that shit going on and going here and going there, and Doug, I've been working fucking 11, 12-hour days this week, right? That's fucking with all that shit included, right? So I'm like, today I tried to get all my shit done, get here so we could fucking do this shit on time. I fucking started the shower for my daughter. I'm like, hey, jump in that shit while we're recording and you fucking take care of yourself. Cool. But Rich has 2 kids, Doug. Shouldn't he be pretty as busy if he's got 2 kids and
Well, I
like
think
12
Sarah
jobs?
takes care of all that stuff, though. I don't think Rich is probably giving a whole lot of baths, is he?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I'm thinking there's 2 kids though. I mean, wouldn't 2 kids be more of a
No.
handful?
No, not really, because they'll half the time when you have multiple kids and they're not in diapers, they can occupy themselves.
Yeah.
Your kid, every time your kid's bored, your kid's going to go straight to you.
Yeah, that is right.
Because I had an only kid for a while, and that's just
Yeah.
how it works. When there's other kids, they're going to go play with the other kid first. So, yeah, and unless they start crying and screaming, you're good for a minute.
Hey, so fucking Luis brought up, he said I watch a gang of or he wrote, I watch a grip of TV. Doug, I haven't heard the word grip since like 97. And
You got to bring it back.
I love it though, because Doug, that's a word that I used to drop. I used to drop fucking marriage rules. Oh yeah, remember guys. Oh, he makes Sarah do everything, says Andrew Sims. But
Well,
Doug,
that's what I was going to say. If Rich gives the bath, it's only because Sarah installed the faucet.
Oh man.
What's up, Key Blur?
Yeah, what up? Okay, so Doug, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Thank you.
Hey, Keebler, we're gonna have an apartment next to George and Wheezy. We are moving on up.
We are moving on. Come on, can we play the fucking theme song? But no, Doug, I was thinking about that. Like when Louis said a grip of this, I'm like, I used to drop that shit all the time. Damn, I got a grip of this. I got a grip of that. I got fucking a gang of this, a gang of that. I got fucking, like a grip or a mug. Doug, do you remember when you were cold as a mug?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still say that shit.
Sometimes you're cold as a mug. Sometimes you're hot as a mug.
Sometimes you're cold as a mo sucker.
Google, look at fucking Keebler dropping in some shit. Fucking I there's just things, dog, that I think there's these comedians I listen to their podcast, Matt and Shane, and they drop shit, dog, like fucking rules. Like that shit fucking rules. I'm like, dog, I remember saying that shit when I was like 8. And now they're saying that shit. I'm like, I just miss that word. I miss words like that fucking rules. That shit's fucking bomb.
Kiss my dick.
Yeah, kiss my dick.
So hey, I don't. So and I got that from the other Tipton, Buck Tipton. I don't put LMAO. I put LMDO.
You do, and I can vouch for that because he does that. He's been doing that shit since I've known him like 3-4 years now. So
I don't give 2 fucks.
Yeah, man. But TV, that just trips me out, and it's cool. Like I said, if that's your thing, like fucking Lou Dog, he's like, hey, I watch a grip of TV. That's cool if that's your thing. I just trip out on how he fucking manages to do that. You know
what? Yeah, I can tell you, but I can tell you how you can get away with it. You get away with it by not fucking with other people on the shit that they do. Whatever you do, if you keep a low profile, and then if someone says, something, whatever about you should do this or that, and you just kind of keep to yourself, you stay out of trouble. We call Rich out on his shit all the time because Rich is always talking shit, which leads me to segue to this.
Let's hear it.
I've heard Rich Davis say a lot of dumb shit in my day. I mean, shit that just doesn't make sense. And because it does to he says it with conviction. No backing down, right?
Okay.
Did anyone in the chat or you, D, hear Rich Davis say that the freaking Survivor or whatever dumbass show they're watching was like jail or prison?
Oh, I did hear that.
Anyone hear that?
I heard it.
I mean, I've heard him say a lot of dumb shit, but I don't think the fear of death is the energy on those freaking reality shows.
Yeah.
Right? I went to jail one time. Those fuckers wouldn't let me shower for like 2 days. I was an isolated 10 by 10 white wall, bro, with a fucking shitter.
Oh,
okay. Do you think any of them are dealing with that on a game show or on a reality show? Like, you can die in prison. All right. Most people don't. I'm not saying you will, but you definitely can get shanked. You definitely can get your booty violated. There's a lot of shit that can go down that I don't think legally any of it can even come close to on that stupid reality show.
Did you say you could get your booty violated?
Of course. By the guards, you can get that done by a rival. You could get that done by anybody. You can look at a fool the wrong way, having to go to the yard and having to go to chow. And you know what I'm saying? And having a kisu. Like, what's he know? He's a J-Cat. He don't even know what a J-Cat is.
Oh, man.
Hey, Rich Davis. And I'm not trying to go too hard on Rich, but definitely, like, he was out of his lane with that one because he probably doesn't know anyone who's been to prison. He's never been to jail. Like, and I'm not saying that's something to be proud of, but that comparison that he made was by far the most out of bounds thing I've ever heard Rich Davis say.
It was it was pretty, you know what though? And it's funny because when I heard him say that and you called him out on it, he was like, oh, absolutely. It can absolutely be the same thing. And I was like, are you serious, dog? I mean, I don't
Someone
know.
in there with a term, like a term is you got time. You don't get out before the time's up because the game show's off.
Yeah, right. You're not going to commercial.
This isn't 30 days. I know someone in there for 25 years at this day. I mean, he got strike 3, armed robbery. He's never coming home, probably.
Oh, so, my goodness.
Like, you really offend people when they have loved ones in there doing wild ass shit. I know a few people in there, bro. And so we won't get into all that because we don't need to. But the point is like, and they did what they did. They'll be the first ones to tell you that they did what they did. But if you were to tell one of them when they came home that what they went through was like being on Survivor, I don't know.
Jeopardy, right? Or fucking any of these game shows, right?
It's
a game. Doug, think about it. He's talking about these game shows.
This is life.
Game is in the freaking title, but this was over here trying to compare it to jail or whatever. Prison,
bro, you know
whatever.
How many people I know that couldn't get a good job because they're a felon? Like, you're not a felon when you get off a Survivor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Frito-Lay will still hire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get off Survivor and it doesn't work out, you go to prison. You don't go to prison on misdemeanors. If you go to prison, you caught a felony. That thing follows you for the rest of your life. To try to compare someone that did time in prison with now a record that's going to prevent them from owning a gun, it's going to prevent them from a lot of stuff. To try to even compare the two, all right, I said what I had to say. But goodness, I could not. And Reinhardt's white. He's white.
He's white.
Right. That is the whitest thing he could have said.
He did 100%. I mean, I agree. I have just to kind of, I have two things. So to kind of stay on the same subject about Rich, not necessarily the topic, but the topic of Rich. I'm sorry, I got a little sidetracked. But I had somebody hit me up one day. And they were like, Rich constantly avoids the question, right? So they were like, he'll ask Covino, hey, so what would you do if, an example, something that actually happened. He goes, "What would you do if your spouse's sister hit on you? Would you tell her, or what would you do?" He avoids it 100%, right? He doesn't answer. And then he's like, "Oh, he's going around it. He's trying to make all these things, whatever." So that was a few days ago that my buddy brought it to my attention. He was like, "Man, this fool's always avoiding the questions and shit," right? So I have a perfect example of they were talking about this hockey player's mom hooking up with one of his teammates, right?
Right.
And so Spot goes ahead and asks Rich about something, and look at how Rich avoids it. Listen to this.
You say, what if Zach Wilson's mom banged Aaron Rodgers? Would that be okay?
That's the similar story. That would be the same thing, Spot. Honestly,
he goes, "Would that be the same thing?" Right? He doesn't answer the question. Listen, could you hear that?
I heard it.
Okay, so Spot's asking him, "What if Zach Wilson's mom or whatever banged Aaron Rodgers?" Listen to how Rich avoids the question.
You say, what if Zach Wilson's mom banged Aaron Rodgers? Would that be okay?
that's the similar story. That would be the same thing, Spot. Honestly,
he doesn't even that would be a similar story, but doesn't answer the question. He finds and I'll give it to him. He finds so many creative ways to avoid it every time.
You know what type of personality does that? Bullshitters.
Yeah.
That's a bullshitter. That's a bullshitter trait.
Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna keep it. Yeah, but when I heard that the other day, I was like, damn, this fool really does just find every opportunity to avoid the question, ask people uncomfortable questions, and then he turns around and doesn't answer them himself. That's some coward shit, dog.
No, it is. It is. He needs to be straight up.
Anyway,
any hoots. I want to get something positive, Rich, because it's something I agree with him on. He asked Nestle Quick, syrup or powder? He said he preferred the powder because he likes the little powder fucking bursts in there.
I might have to agree with him. I was never a fan of the actual like syrup and shit.
You know what? I liked it, but I think if I was ever in the syrup mood, I always just bought the chai because it's the same shit if you bought the chocolate milk in the gallon anyways.
Yeah.
So if I was in that mood, I just bought the pre-made shit, you know what I mean? Unless I had some left over for making ice cream. But I'm a powder guy too. But with the powder even being said, I'm gonna be dangerous here. You ready for some danger?
Hey, yeah, I am. Let me hear.
I preferred Ovaltine. And even if I'm going Nesquik to Strawberry Quick, I'm going Strawberry Quick.
Doug, you fucking dropped a Ovaltine. Doug, I haven't heard the word Ovaltine since like 94.
Oh, you got to get the malt flavor. That shit's banging.
Do they still make Ovaltine?
Yeah, somewhere out in life. I bet Amazon got it.
Oh man,
it might expire in 2003, but now I think they do make it. It still comes in those tubs. It's on the bottom shelf.
So I mean, a kid of the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. I grew up watching shows like some corny shit, just kind of like
Spy Kids.
No, that was after my era. That was like my sister's era. But
see, Doug, Funky Monkey agrees.
The Strawberry Quick. And Doug, so this is what my question for Funky Monkey 2 with the strawberry or the chocolate, whatever.
Either.
Did you mix that shit? Did you mix that shit and then drink it? Or did you do like JT on Step by Step where he would take a fucking drink of the milk and then he would squeeze some of the fucking syrup in his mouth and then he'd go and then he'd swallow? What was your technique?
What? Say that again. I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
So on Step by Step with Patrick Duffy, Suzanne Summers, he used to actually take JT, the son. He would take a drink of the milk and then squeeze whatever chocolate syrup or strawberry or whatever in his mouth. And then he'd go,
no,
and then he'd swallow
it. I never did that.
You wouldn't do that?
Hell no.
Okay, you know what? I have to admit, I've done it a couple of times because of JT. But for the most part, it's just mixing the powder in there or whatever the fuck you have, right? So I got to go with the powder. Mix it. Didn't want to get the belt. Get that right?
Yeah, no, the Choco powder was good too. That's the little guy, the little character, right? Is he like this? He's like this on the fucking can.
Oh, you know which one's disgusting?
Don't start getting into Abuelita and.
I was gonna say that Abuelita one's disgusting, dog. All the Mexicans go crazy for it, but Klaus. I don't dig it.
You ever fuck with the Klaus, the little bag horchata, or the tamarindo, or the jamaicas in the little bag?
Of course, dog. I remember my fucking dad telling me. He was like, Oh man, this is like the greatest shit ever. The abuelita. Dog, that shit tasted like fucking chalk.
It's
I was
like
like,
mole and shit, huh? That's
oh
like it's
fuck
too much.
no,
That's what they
dog.
make mole out of, is one of those.
Yeah, they made fucking they I'd rather have guacamole than that shit,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, I'm with you. Reinhardt
Oh,
says syrup in the powder. Like I
then the
can't knock
powder.
the syrup.
Both?
I just
Wait. So Reinhardt's doing both?
I guess. How about this? Is this a fair assessment? Let me ask you a question, D.
Oh shit, dog. What?
Am I
Okay.
right or am I wrong? Was
About what?
Hershey's number one in general, even on candy, not more expensive than Nestle? They always had Baby Ruth and Nestle Crunch and Butterfinger on sale and shit, while them fucking Hershey bars and M&Ms and all that bullshit was always a little more.
You said Hershey's was more expensive.
Well, wasn't the Hershey's liquid even more expensive than the powder? You get a big old fucking tank of fucking powder for like $4.
You know what? I want to say yeah, but we were too poor to buy any of that name brand shit. So we would fucking buy whatever store
Store
brand
brand.
because
But what
all
I'm
of it was expensive at my house.
but
But
even the store brand liquid, I feel like the liquid went faster and it was more expensive than the powder. So it's almost a class and shit, right? Like
yeah. Oh, you're right, dog. I
the
didn't think
people
about
that
that.
have more scratch bought the syrup more often because their parents didn't care and they bought it and it
Hey,
was easier.
think about it. The people that grew up, not as fortunate as the people buying the liquid syrup. Think about it, dog. You're getting your potatoes in a fucking powder form. You're getting your fucking everything. Your milk is powder,
You
dog.
got to crack the seal in that block of cheese you got that month.
Dog, everything you're getting is oh my god, is freaking powder that
Hey,
you
there's
turn
someone in the
you
chat
turn
that
in.
I hey, there's someone in the chat I know right now. I remember it. I'm not gonna drop no names, but he got extra cheese from someone who was getting cheese and he was kicking us down cheese. Fuck, everybody had free cheese.
Dog, I remember my friend who was even less fortunate than us. He was fucking he loved, to this day, loves grits because that was some of the shit that the government would give you.
Mm-hmm.
They'd give you
Shrimp
some
and grits are
grit.
fire.
So no, I
Little
don't fuck
Old
with
Bay.
grits. Fuck no, dog. Grits are fucking gross.
Oh, you're out of your mind. You ain't had them right. You got a flavor. You got a season. They're gross if you make them all powdery with water, like all that fucking chalky shit. Yeah,
No, dog. I used to work at Cracker Barrel, right? And they had some dope ass
yeah. Their
grits,
grits are
right?
nasty.
No, I had some. I don't know if they. No, I thought their grits were pretty dope. I'm not a grits person, but I thought they were dope. Well, my homie that used to fucking was stuck on them from like government cheese and shit. He'd come in and I'd hook him up with fucking some grits
Mm-hmm.
and fucking oh man, he was thought that was the coolest shit ever. Oh, but and
See,
Andrew. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say I forgot fucking because Andrew Sims is in the chat. He's the one that I was talking to you about last week. That he was bumping that fucking. There's a bluebird on my shoulder. Can I kill it?
Oh, okay. A little RBL, a
Or
little
should I
old
kill it?
school.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that?
yeah.
92, 92, 93?
Ish. Yeah. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
like
man.
cream of wheat. Cream of wheat. So does Mike 559. Cream of wheat, guys.
Exactly. What you got, Doug?
He don't have no more top fives lately. What's his
He
problem?
doesn't. I haven't even seen him on my fucking algorithm.
I see him. He's like the Giants, guys. He's always talking about
Is
the
he
damn
still
Giants.
bitching about them? No?
Yes, yes, yes. And he's promised 100 times to stop, but he hasn't. But hey, it's his page. If people don't like it, they can leave.
You're right. You are right.
So Spot was cutting the lights off of his Christmas tree because he liked the tree and the size and the fit. Can't he just like Google the part number and buy a new one?
For real. That's what I'm saying. I agree 100%.
Like it's eBay, Amazon, someone gonna have it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
but
saying.
No, but I agree. I agree with you.
See, Andrew's saying salt and pepper and butter on grits. See, I'm saying you got to hit him with a little Tony Cacciatore or whatever his name is, or that's Money Dude. Stale cracker got some seasoning or some Old Bay. Hit him up, throw some shrimp in there, a little bit of cheese, a little hot
His
sauce.
voice, Doug, who's Funky Monkey talking about? She said his voice cracks like Peter Brady.
I'm not sure.
Mike 525 or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know, guys. I don't know what the Giants are doing this season.
Oh,
I know I said I would never come on here and talk about the Giants again, but guys, I can't take it as a fan. That's my best impression.
I like it. Doug, do you remember this shit? Can you hear that?
I can hear it.
That's what she's saying.
Oh, it cracked.
Yeah, listen. What we had that shit up. We had that shit ready to pull it up for Funky Monkey. She didn't even know. We do magic here sometimes, dog.
Yep. And Andrew Sims, I fuck with Brother Lynch Hung, T Nutty, Sibo, X Rated, all those cats, Mr.
I used to
Doctor.
fuck with Bus Nutty, dog. That's
I
just
bet you
me
still,
though, dog.
I bet so.
I still be Bus Nutties, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just me,
Hey,
dog.
just for future consideration, bud. I could have went my whole life without knowing that.
Dog, I think everybody in the chat fucking digs Bus Nutties, you know,
Oh, yeah?
male, female, trans
Mhm.
male, trans woman, you know, everybody that's kicking it today, you know, everybody that I see in the chat, you know, everybody likes to, you know, Bus Nutty.
So I got another one.
All right, what we got?
And a lot of the teams that I like, the players that I like, they're involved too. So I'm calling the world out, the whole sporting world in general. When the fuck did it be cool to start snitching? Like, are you seeing the amount of players on the field that want to run to the ref? He helped me. He tripped me. It was PI. I didn't get the call. I was watching the QB documentary, and I respect Patrick Mahomes, and I like Patrick Mahomes, but he went straight to the ref to bitch about Max Crosby, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't give a snitching in the workplace is even worse. Steph does it. Everybody does it. So I'm not just singling out. When the hell did that become cool? And when did it become okay? Like,
I don't think
when
it ever
I was
became
playing
cool.
sports, and I wasn't NFL, NBA, nothing like that. But motherfucker, you sneaking an elbow on me and the ref don't call it. Let me just tell you a real story real quick, and I'm going to keep it short and swift. Had a motherfucker in a Pop Warner game at Clark Intermediate hit me in the gut when I ran the football and I'm on the ground. And he did it a couple of times. Told me if he did it again, I was going to fuck him up. Right?
Yeah.
And I did. I fucked him up. They kicked me out of the game. We did the handshake at the end of the thing, and I was told the ref, I just want to shake hands and give respect to the other team. I know it's a dirtbag move, but when I came up to him, I just cracked him. Bow! Hit him right in his face in front of everybody.
Dog,
Parents in the stand, everybody, right?
Oh,
and,
man.
His dad was some big old biker motherfucker. He came out and he picked me up by my neck and slammed me on the ground right on the field in front of everybody, right?
Oh,
Columbus,
my goodness.
Colombo, Jose Ramirez, and Tip Dog cracked the fucking guy with the back of their helmets, bro, and knocked the fucking dad down, and we all fucking ran. So
I never knew Columbo's full name, dog. You just blew my mind.
Well, it's just Columbo's his first name. But anyways, point being, we didn't go run and tell the ref.
Oh, Jose Ramirez is somebody else.
Yeah, it's not Columbus Jose.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought his name was Columbus Jose Ramirez.
But I didn't go tell the ref, hey, this motherfucker hit me. I told the cat, you do that again, I'm going to fuck your ass up. And guess what? He did it again. Yeah. So guess what? I'm not a liar. I'm a man of my word. So I fucked his ass up. Well, his dad tried to fuck me up. My homies fucked him up. We kicked rocks, got out of there, and it was all good.
Your homies fucked up his dad?
They hit his dad, and the dude that slammed me, my homies hit him in the fucking head with their helmets.
Oh, dang.
And we ran off after
Started
that.
a riot and shit, dog, in like fourth
it was
grade.
The middle of the end of the championship game. It was wild. Anyways, but with that being said, my point is,
I see how you threw that in there.
I
did middle of the championship game, no big deal.
Well, we lost because of the shit, but not because of that, but we ended up losing. But anyways, point being, I didn't go to the ref and said, he hit me. That's between me and him. The ref ain't got nothing to do with this shit. I'm going to see you later or at school or at fucking Fashion Fair or Manchester. I'm going to see your ass somewhere.
Dog, you went to Fashion Fairs?
Bro, that's the spot in Fresno. You want to hit the mall with the honeys, you got to go to Fashion Fair.
I thought Fashion Fair was like they'd come down the catwalk like models and shit, and then fucking.
No, you'll see. Fashion Fair got everybody.
Is that a mall?
It's a mall, but it's in the middle of Fresno, so you might see some Fresno Bulldogs with tattoos on their face. You might see the Louse Bloods. You might see all kind of stuff, bro.
I ain't trying to see none of that shit.
But you'll see some cheeks too. So there you go. Anyways, point being, back to the shit. Is that cool? What do you think about it?
No, it ain't cool. It ain't cool, but
are they doing it too much or what?
I'll be honest. I haven't noticed an uptick in people doing it because it's been such a fuck dog. There's pictures of LeBron going, like as far like memes and shit, because like he's going to the ref like, did you see this motherfucker? Like LeBron's a fucking bitch, right? So he was like, you know. So I don't know, Doug. It's been going on. I haven't noticed an uptick. I have noticed it, but forever. You know what I'm saying? So
Because even Mike, I think Mike did it more at the end of his career, but I don't remember him like 86, 87, young Mike crying to the ref. I don't
oh,
remember
you know what?
Kobe crying
Actually,
to the ref.
I lied. I just noticed it. I mean, not noticed it. I just saw it for the like not the first time, but very rarely do you see it in boxing or the UFC or whatever, right? Well, hold on, fool. Um, so I'm watching the UFC and hold on. My bad. I'm watching the UFC, dog, and this dude was up against the cage and he's telling the ref on the guy that has him like this or whatever, right? He's trying to get him in like a single leg and lift him up or whatever. And the guy's like pointing at him and like looking at the ref, and the ref's like, stop being a bitch, keep fighting.
Right.
Dog, that I haven't seen that shit. It maybe a couple of times in the UFC, but nothing like that where it was straight up like he was telling the ref to stop the fight. I was like, oh, what, dog? That's some bitch shit.
Right. Cheat back before you snitch.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
If they're cheating, cheat back. I don't know. Anyways.
Oh man, yeah. Anyway,
Anywho's.
so all right,
Thanksgiving. How was your gobbler?
it was cool. Went to some white people's house.
Bye,
No.
Funky Monkey.
She bouncing.
Yeah.
Please. All right.
Was the turkey dry?
No, it was actually good. I'm not even a fan of turkey, but this dude made it dope, so it was cool.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was kind of like Spot. I was flying solo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You told me about that.
I went to the Golden Corral.
Mm-hmm.
And they had steak, eh? They had carved roast beef, turkey, ham,
Man.
sirloins.
Oh, do they have any pie? You could have pie.
I don't know. Fat Boy hasn't been eating sugar. I'm about 10 weeks with no sugar, so I don't even walk in that. That's like a forbidden zone for me right now. So
all right, I'm on day 2 of all meat.
really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Phase 4?
Dog, I'm on not phase 4. All right, so fucking Joe Rogan had some carnivore dude fucking doctor shit on fucking on his show.
Liver Queen?
And I was like, nah, fuck no, it's an actual doctor. Okay. And this dude's talking about his shit, and they were getting me all hyped up and shit. Oh yeah, we did. Fucking that evening, me and fucking Lou Dog went to the casino.
Did you paid it?
We fucking dog. We didn't. Well, actually, we might have, but we lost a lot of money. And yeah, we lost a lot of money. Yeah, it wasn't cool, but we did pick up a fun habit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you picked up a hooker. What about Black Friday? You pick anything up there, or Cyber Mondays?
Nah, I looked on Cyber Monday, dog, but I was looking on Amazon, and some of their shit looked kind of weak. So yeah. Oh, 2 things. One thing, number 1, I just got today at my house arrived some fucking poopery. Do you know what poopery is?
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Oh shit. Okay, poopery. It's that shit you spray it in the toilet before you take a shit, and it's supposed to make the shits not smell like your bathroom.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
So your shit doesn't smell, dog.
Well, your shit never smells to you. It's only other people that fucking care.
I don't know, dog. I take some rancid ass shits. Sometimes they be smelling to me too. But anyway, I got to try this shit out. So that was my Amazon buy. I haven't tried it out, and I will come back with the review. But you owe us a review on one of your recent purchases.
Who,
you know
me?
where I'm going? Yeah.
I don't.
You bought a squatty potty, dog.
Oh yeah, that thing's kicking it. Oh yeah, the squatty potty. That thing's chill,
how do you
bro.
like it so far?
I mean, who don't want to kick their feet up while they're dropping a deuce?
It's dope, dog. Isn't it like?
I mean, you feel like it's for $20. You feel like a king. You do.
You do, right? You feel like you're fucking chilling. You can put your elbows on like this, dog. You know?
Yeah, no, if someone's clipping your toenails, you'd really be a king.
That's funny as
That's what I need. I need someone to trim me up while I'm doing it.
Well, and somebody else giving you a knobber while you're on the
toilet. What's the term for that again? A fucking dusted feather, or
I don't even know, dog.
No,
that's
there's a term.
Thing?
It's yeah. You're dropping a deuce and someone's giving you a knobber. There's a thing for that, and I think it's gross. Actually,
that's fucking disgusting.
No, there's there's a name, dude. I forgot what it is.
I don't want to know what Spot calls it, dog. I don't want to know.
Yeah, there's a name for that nasty shit. Yeah, I'm not into that. Just let's just be clear right now. That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Oh,
yeah, squatty potties a go. That's a 5 stars.
hey, did you hear Jordan's mom was Chucky at Chuck E.
I
Cheese?
heard that. Yes, that's
Uh,
great.
that is, I'm like, it's a trip, dog. Because you think of like, you don't think of like your parents doing shit like that, being fucking like having odd jobs and shit, you know. And so it's funny when you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, dog. To me,
Blumpkin. There's another one. I've heard Blumpkin, but there's another one.
oh, it's a blumpkin. It
That's
should
what
be
I've
called.
heard. That's one of
It
them.
shouldn't
Yes.
be called a fucking cochino. That's gross. It should be called a sucio.
No, there's
Ah,
another one.
a blumpkin.
A Blumpy.
Uh, Abraham Blumpkin.
Abraham
That doesn't
Blumpkin.
really work. I'm trying to make that Rumple Blumpkin. Nah, damn, nothing works with that. But
But
all
yeah,
right.
no, so I've had a couple crazy jobs. I mean, I started as a pizza delivery boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I did that till I was like 21. And
Mhm.
and then shit, there for a 6 month span, I was also the supervisor that called you back if you had a problem with Vault Health. I was one of the supervisors. If your COVID test got lost or you didn't have your results yet.
Oh, really? How did
Yeah.
one of those calls go?
Well, they sucked
Really?
because
People were all pissed.
it's a setup, bro. Like no one just you know the company that I worked for at the time, it was mainly based on travel.
Yeah,
So if you lost their test, they're already you've ruined their trip. That's
yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. So and it's on a recorded line, so you just got to pretty much just take the beating.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And just be as
Oh,
polite as you can. You got to have a lot of patience because, you ruin someone's trip. I mean, I watched a dude one time on there. I can go ahead and say it now, but there was a guy I worked with. Actually, I was his supervisor, and a lady called in. She had bought 15 COVID tests because they were all going to Hawaii, and this was like 2020 when the shit was, it was still wild out. Stop, Chapo, get your ass over there and sit down. Go sit down. Anyways, she bought 15 tests because 15 people were going to Hawaii's and one of them got lost and it was the grandkid, bro.
oh, for real?
Yes. And so she called customer service. The guy answered it. And I guess he was at home and his kid was in the background. And this lady I heard the recording, bro. I mean, delete the name if you post this later, but of the company. But yeah, I heard the recording. And so she's like, "Isn't that a kid in the background? How would you feel if your kid couldn't go to Hawaii?" And he's like, "Ma'am, with all due respect, you try to take 15 people there during a pandemic." Well, that comment got him fired, bro. So
Oh shit.
yeah, so it's kind of a setup. He was right, but what are you supposed to say? They start hearing your background and whatnot and making comments, and you're getting drug into this stuff. So, but yeah, I had that job,
Yeah.
and we all know I
All I
work for
heard,
the
dog,
tree
was
company.
is
So
that what
what?
you
So what's a job that you had? I know you got Cracker Barrel. Tell us a little bit about your jobs,
heard?
Chucky.
Worked at Cracker Barrel. I was a cashier. That job was pretty fucking dope. Let me see. I was a janitor when I was 16. That was pretty dope.
I was a paper boy too.
Yeah, dog. Not like it was dope when I was a fucking janitor when I was like 16. Actually, you know what? I got that job. Damn, dog. Fucking, I think right around the time I met fucking Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, dog, so I'd fucking go after school. It was like 4 or 5 hours after school, and I just have to mop all the halls. And it was some old people home, right?
Oh
And
shit.
they had two halls where the people were losing their mind. So they
Uh-huh.
locked, right?
Oh,
So you had to type in a code to go in because they would fucking
you get
walk out.
hazard pay for that shit or what?
Nah, dog, I made like $7 an hour. This is
Well,
like
they should have paid you
2005.
10 because that seems like that part was dangerous.
Yeah, well, dog, I remember, dog, there was this viejo. Now I say it because he
Oh,
was fucking
shoulder length hair. Look at him. Who's he
no,
think he is?
no, dog. There is this fucking oh, dog. There was this old man. He would say all day. He'd be like, "Tengo frío, tengo frío, tengo frío, tengo frío." But that's all he would say all fucking day. Dog, look at this. How Luis met me.
Oh shit.
Can you see that shit?
Yeah, I can see it.
Ah,
I
that's how
can't talk shit though because I used to have a rat tail that went to the middle of my
dog.
ass.
But I would throw that bitch in a ponytail when I was fucking working, being a fucking janitor and shit like a man. Um, But no, then there was this fucking old man, this old white man. And I remember I was like mopping his hall and he's like, "Hey boy." I was like, "What?" He's you ever take a country shit?" I was like, what the fuck is a country shit? And
It's a blumpkin. That's what he calls it.
he went on to explain how fucking that shit is like, I don't know, some big ass shit or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that was cool. I don't know.
I had a paper route with Tip Dog, and we ended up buying a moped. And I would drive, and he'd be on the back, and he'd chuck the papers and bang their door. He'd be like, bang, 6 a.m. It should be loud as fuck. We
you guys shared a paper route?
Yeah, it was my paper route, but I paid him to help me. And fucking, we would just cut across everyone's yard, bro. This fucking moped at like 5:36 a.m.
That's a trip, dog. Man, you know what? I never had a paper route as a kid, but you know what? This shit comes full circle, dog.
I've always been about my papers.
I didn't have a paper route as a kid, but I wanted one so bad because I was like, fuck it. I'm like, in a month, I could buy a fucking camcorder. I remember thinking that, dog. And it's so funny because, like, to this day, here we are fucking 30 years later, dog. I'm still into like all this video shit and all that, you know?
Well, at least you're not into Blumpkins, because Luis is 100% right. I Googled it, and that's all it's showing.
Oh, really?
It's saying the first one, it says Blumpkin. Vulgar slang, the act of performing fellatio while the recipient is defecating on the toilet.
Oh, but on the toilet's no fun, dog. It would be grosser if you were like in
gross.
the kitchen.
It's gross. I can't be dropping a deuce and be horny at the same time,
dog.
bro.
I can't, dog. And the kind of girl that's gonna do that?
Yeah, no.
Come on, dog.
Yeah,
no, man, scandalous.
You'd have to go to phase 3 for something like that.
Hey, they were talking about games and shit. They mentioned something called LCR.
I heard of it. Nope.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I was thinking the whole time, why not just play Jenga? But go ahead.
Yeah, no, they were talking about some dog. There's a lot of Jenga shit that I never even heard of. So do you think that shit was like fucking regional? Because I don't remember some of that shit, dog.
No, but when's the last time you went to the board game section?
I don't know, but I'm saying I never heard of it as a kid, even.
But go. Well, it might be new though. That's what I'm saying. When's the last time you went to the board game section? Because, dude, I walked by Walmart's the other day, and because I was in Walmart delivering, and they ordered 4 pallets of board games, and I heard the conversation like, "Well, so and so wanted these, and blah 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 blah." Because Christmas is coming. I went to the aisle. There's probably 500 different games now, and I don't remember all that. It was fucking Operation Sorry. Twisters, fucking there's the basic shit. There is a lot of games. I think there's even like Dose, bro. They don't even just Uno. There's Dose.
They have the LCR game is a new game they were talking about.
I don't know what it is, but I can't verify if it's new, old, or we just don't know. But let's find out.
Hey, you know what though, Doug? I do want to this
conversation. Hey, let's go.
While you look it up, I do want to give Rich his props because there was a gang of times during this week that Rich did have some funny ass like one-liners, and he would give Spot a hard time whenever Spot would be a dick or whatever. So right. I thought he did. We got to give him his flowers, as the kids say today, right?
Yeah.
Because I definitely think, dog, he had some fuck. He was making me laugh.
Well, Luis already said grip, so let's just give him his props.
Yeah, Doug. Fucking Monday and Tuesday, especially. I thought when they came back from their vacation, dog, they were fucking on fire. Monday show, if you guys haven't listened to it, listen to Monday show because that shit was fire, dog. They were fucking.
And just because I don't agree with him on his thing that I pointed out does not mean I don't have major love for Rich Davis and enjoy the show and what he brings to it. No, he shouldn't be lazy and he should show up on time. And yeah, that comment he made was way out of left field. But no, Rich, got to give Rich his flowers. Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know what, though, Doug? So I say that just so I could come and kind of, I don't want to say talk shit, but I have a follow-up comment. So Rich said that Mark Zito became friends with John Mayer, and Rich said he thinks it's kind of odd, right? Which is, okay. Rich thinks it's odd, which, okay. Yeah, Monday was funny. So, Doug, I would say, okay, Rich, that's your opinion.
It is a
if I didn't have part 2. So Mark Zito, friend of Rich, became
friend of the show.
They said he manifested this friendship, right? He's a fan of John Mayer.
You know what? I fucking hate that word. I'm so over that shit.
Okay. Well, he became friends with them, Doug, how can Rich say that that's odd if he was not hooking up with Brooke Hogan, with Hulk Hogan's daughter?
I know that.
Doug, Rich would go to Hulk Hogan's house and kick it with freaking Brooke Hogan. You don't think that's odd? I feel like that's more
I
odd
don't
than
think either one of them are odd.
I think it's more odd than Mark Zito, who probably like works around freaking,
That's my
John
point.
Mayer and shit, and they became friends. Like to me, it's common than
I don't think it's odd
Hulk,
at all.
Hulk Hogan's daughter. I feel
Either,
like
nope, me either. I don't. They were on Maxim. You know how many people went on that show? All you
I
got to
don't
do is feel
I
some
don't
good
know.
energy.
I
You
don't
know all the
know.
guests that were on there. They had all the Kardashians. They've had everybody on that show. So like they said, Courtney at one point was giving energy to Cavino. You remember that?
Yeah,
It's not
but
odd.
no,
There
no,
is
no, no. But what I'm saying is the reason why is because like Courtney, that to me makes sense, right? Because they're around the same age, they're into each other, whatever. But to me, I'm just thinking this dude that was like you. I mean, you grew up in that era as well. There was Hulk Hogan was like this fucking crazy ass superstar, and then now Rich is kicking it in his house. I don't think it's odd. I just think it's because I mean I think it's fucking cool. Like if I showed up at Hulk Hogan's house one day and it's
but
just like there's
let,
Terry, that's
let me
kind of
call a
fucking cool.
spade, but let me call a spade for a spade. And some people will catch this and some people won't. Richie V wasn't at Hulk Hogan's house. Rich Davis was.
You are right. You're right. You're right.
Okay. The
100%.
people that Rich Davis has been around, he was on Hits One, bro. How many times did he
Great
interview
point.
Taylor Swift?
Great point. Actually, Rich made it onto a like worst interview or some shit, or people that made Taylor feel like shit or something. Like they put out some compilation video of Rich asking her a question about a relationship or something, and she was like, "I don't want to talk about that" or some shit. Supposedly, he was being mean to her.
So let me ask you the question. Now that Taylor Swift just brought in more money than fucking 10 Super Bowls, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rich interviewed her. How is this odd that he's at Hulk Hogan's house? Hulk Hogan, he was big at one point and he was huge, but he wasn't Michael Jackson huge. Taylor Swift is.
Mm-hmm.
If he has interviewed one of the most famous people on the planet, and it's the same with Mark Zito. Mark Zito's in that zone now. Rich isn't really there that much. Doesn't he do all his pop 2K from home?
Yeah, but look, what I'm saying is, how could Rich say that this Mark Zito thing is peculiar? If we're not going to say odd, how could he say that if he was doing something similar? You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
the
why
thing,
I'm like they're like the same shit. So how is that? How is Rich saying Mark Zito shit is odd if he was doing some shit that I feel like is on the same level? That's what I'm
because
saying.
he's also the guy that compared a Survivor to prison.
Great point. Another great point. Fuck, that's two for you. All right, dog. Let's move on.
So, but no, with the John Mayer thing though, real quick, I don't think it's odd at all. I think that those people don't meet a lot of people they can trust.
Mm-hmm.
And once there's energy there where you guys are, kind of broing it up, hanging out, you like the same shit, whatnot. And then he realized he can trust you and you're not necessarily, because most people in the industry,
Weirdo and shit.
they
Yeah,
burn each other.
you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not industry. So I don't think it's weird one bit. And I don't like the word manifest. Before we move on, I think that's a bunch of fucking horse shit. You know what Mark Zito did?
Hmm.
He's hustled his ass off. He's worked his ass off. There's no manifest. Is manifest the new word for hustle? Because it didn't fall into his lap. He worked his ass off as an intern to the next step, to the next step. Now he's hanging out with John Mayer. He's worked his ass off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have the balls to even go to the interview, to go to the job, to try this, to try that. Like the manifest is cute, and that's the term that everyone likes to use. But if you didn't go to the interview, you don't meet so and so. If you don't go to work for this job, you don't meet so and so. A lot of it's just you doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I feel you. I have a question. Completely different topic. About Spot's new life.
Okay.
I have a question. I want to ask maybe next week during the.
Do we got to give him his flowers first, or?
Nah. Whatever. So anyway, we'll just talk. I'm just gonna say this because I'm just asking a question that
Cookies coming soon, Spot. Cookies coming soon.
I want to ask during their live show, right?
Okay.
I want to know because a few weeks ago, maybe even a couple of months ago,
Okay.
Cavino asked, he was like, Spot, How could you be into a nice woman booty, smooth, smelling like lotion, like
Cocoa
perfect
butter.
shaved, perfect everything, right? Everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then also be into a hairy, gross man ass, right? So I ask the question, if that is what, that's a good point. Because Spot's like, it's different. It's this, it's that, right? Cool. Good for Spot. Go bang all the dudes you want. I love you, Spot. That's a cool move. Whatever. Have fun. My question is Spot, because I'm not saying all dudes, but I would say a majority of men that are into women don't dig hairy armpits, gigantic freaking fro on downstairs, right? So I want to know, is Spot more cool if his chick's got some hairy ass armpits and just lets herself go
He
hairy
knows.
style,
Reinhardt knows. And how dare you fucking ramble right now and get on me earlier, bro? Come on. Fucking Ronnie rambles.
You weren't even fucking listening, dog. You were reading the chat.
No, I've tried the whole thing. Spotting his hairy dude versus a chick. I get it. I understand. I have a statement. Would you like to hear my statement?
Yes, let me hear.
I don't get it either. And that's not to knock Spot, but I'm kind of agree with Cavino. Like, I am turned on by feminine shit and sexy
Dog,
shit. And
did you hear my question though?
what's your question?
That was my whole fucking point.
Well, fuck. Ask it.
That I did, motherfucker, and I said you weren't listening. And
Well,
you
fuck,
said,
bro. I mean, you give me shit earlier. I'm trying to decipher the code. Ask the question. What is it?
I said Spot is into dudes and he's into chicks,
Okay.
right? So now my question is Spot cool with the fucking hairy chick? Is he more cool with it if a chick's got some hairy ass pits and shit?
Probably.
I don't know. That's what I want to ask.
I would have to say, yeah, right. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean,
I don't know, because he said, okay, this is where my shit comes. He said they're different. He thinks he's the other way around. In what way, Luis? Like, he likes dudes to be smooth, or I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what that leans more dudes than chicks. Oh, okay.
I knew that was coming.
I
wish him the best, but it's only the timer's on.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's respectfully. There's nothing wrong with that.
And you say that respectfully.
It's respectfully, but I mean, that's we'll see.
Yeah, I just had that thought. So I mean, maybe we can ask it during the fucking maybe we could ask it during the show.
See, I think
Andrew.
And yeah, because here's the thing. Why would, if hair doesn't bother you at all, why would it only in certain situations? If it was clean and it was well groomed and it was kept,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's
I mean, because ask yourself that if you met a 10 and you go to get down and dirty and you saw she had a little poof ball in there, would you stop?
No, but I'm saying all around, like fucking hairy ass armpits, like doesn't give a fuck at all.
What do you mean give a fuck? Are we talking hairy or give a fuck? Because if it's just hair, the chick's only going to have in her armpit. So then you wouldn't even know that until you got down and dirty.
Well, I'm saying, what if she's laying there with her arms like this, being like, and
is
then
she a 10?
No, she's not a 10. She's a 7.5.
No, then that's an absolute no.
Well, that's why I want to ask Spot,
because I don't feel like I'm a 10 either, but I definitely take care of myself for that reason. Like, 10s can get away with more. But if you're a 7.5, you got to be on good behavior at all times. Yeah,
but if you're into hair like Spot is now,
I don't think it'll matter. Because unless, like, most chicks can't grow hair like men anyway. So even if she was a hairy woman, it wouldn't be the same as being with a hairy man.
I don't know, dog. Some shit be coming up.
You ain't ever seen no chick with Italian arm hair that looks like rope. You just haven't.
Dog, you ain't seen no freaking Mexican chicks. Something.
Oh, I've seen, bro. You ain't ever seen them dudes that they look furry, like they look like.
Yeah, no,
like
Chewbacca, dog. I like that better.
All right. Well, it's on his back. That's why.
Chewbacca. A nice save. I like it.
Hey, but you know the thing is, you don't ever see chicks with big old ropes of hair on their back.
Oh man,
Oh shit, the
Cowboys.
game's on.
Yeah, it's Thursday night, dog.
All right, this fucking guy,
Why? What?
bro. I had a lot of shit going on. I didn't fucking even think football. I had haircuts and Home Depot straight to the show. I forgot, bro. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah. I didn't, but I just have. We got shit to do. We can't be watching fucking live sports all the time.
Yeah,
But let me see. Oh yeah, and I have another one about Rich, dog. I think this is a silly question. I think if you like either sexes, you like the attractive version of those sexes, not busted chick that's hairy. Respectfully, I don't know though, Doug, because think about it. If you're into a man ass, a hairy man ass, maybe you're into a hairy woman ass. I don't know. I don't know. And
and I
maybe
can only speak for myself. I
yeah.
don't like hairy chicks. I
Okay.
don't. I like beautiful women that take care of themselves. I mean, I don't need, no fake fillers or this or that or whatever. Just take care of yourself and be pretty and we're good, right? If there was a 10
Just simple, right?
and I was about to get down and there was a little poof ball, I'm not stopping. Are
Yeah,
you?
duh. No, of course not. But you keep focusing on the poof ball, and I'm just thinking of some like hairy Armenian. I don't know.
I'm not
Maybe
into chicks that don't take care of themselves. How about that?
yeah.
I'm
I
also
know.
not into fake up and pantyhose,
I
and I
know.
like
I
chicks
know
with good skin. And
exactly.
yes,
You're not, but I'm wondering about Spot,
well,
right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you think
You
that?
know, I don't
Well, I
know.
don't know.
I
You
don't know.
tell
I
me.
don't know. I don't know, Doug. Um, fuck. There was something I saw right here that I wanted to talk about. Uh, Vino ass. Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind. What you got, Doug? I have a couple of
I
things,
don't got
but
shit. I'm
you
good. I
don't.
don't have no. Nope.
Okay, because I had fucking never mind. I don't have nothing too crazy. So if you're done, I'm done.
All right, brother.
Oh shit.